Hey everybody, and welcome back to Life with Lolo. It is time for our weekly recap of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. This is season 1, episode 9, and it was titled Hip Hop Heartbreak. Alright, so your girl got head done today. This silk press is coming through, baby. But we ain't gonna play too much. I was trying not to play too much with my hair. I don't think I had my hair straightened like this in forever. But y'all ain't come to see or hear about me and my hair. But y'all know I was on the struggle bus for a little bit. But, I'm back. Anyway, let's get into what's going on. Oops, I'm sorry, my bad. Before we get into it, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. And if you end up liking this review recap, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me as well. All right, y'all, let's jump into this episode. So we start off with like little scenes with different people. We see Meredith with her kids. They're talking, walking on this hike that I guess this is their spot where they typically go, walking in the snow and stuff like that. And she's telling them that her and Seth are doing well in couples therapy. They're working on communication and so forth. Heather and Whitney, they're riding horses. Whitney trying to find out what else Heather riding. I said, oop. Then we at Lisa's house. She asking her son, is he hungry? Because he get ready to get some cereal. And he like, no, I'm really not in the mood for a microwave hot dog. I said, ooh, why you play her like that? And then we see Jen. She's stressed out about the party that she about to throw for Sharif. So this whole episode is really surrounding Jen's party. Like, what's this, episode 9? And we done had about 10 parties already. And they all been, well, no, minus Whitney's. They all been Jen's, and she always stressing over a party. Is she a decorator, or like not a decorator, a party planner or something? Like, what does she do? Like, because I don't remember, and I really don't feel like going to episode 1. So y'all let me know what she does in the comments, okay? If y'all care enough to just put it down there. If y'all don't, I understand, because whatever. Anyway, so she's in the bed. I don't guess she don't feel well or whatever, because her assistant or one of her assistants is in there, and they're just kind of talking about the plans for the party. It's going to be a surprise party for Sharif. She's really excited about throwing a surprise party for him because she hopes it'll like jumpstart her marriage or get her marriage back on track or whatever. She ends up FaceTiming Whitney about the party, saying that he's finally home, and she's gonna put the efforts in to show that she cares, because she read somewhere if you give something, you can get it back or whatever. So that's what she is hoping for. And then Whitney is like, well, who's going to be there? And she said, well, all the ladies are going to be there, and like Sharif's family and stuff like that. So she was like, well, all the ladies you invited Mary? She was like, oh yeah, no, not all the ladies. Like all the ladies minus Mary or whatever. And she was like, well, why you don't want to? She was like, no, because I mean, like, we're cordial. Like, I'll say hi to her or whatever, fix her wig when it's crooked, but other than that, no, I really don't feel like inviting her. And then it's my husband's event, so I really don't want to bring the mood down or whatever. I want to celebrate him, have a good time, and you know how me and Mary is. So Whitney was like, all right, I understand or whatever. So we move on from that. We at Mary's house. She's on the phone with her husband, and they're FaceTiming as well, and they're just chit-chatting and stuff. And he's in Florida looking after a house or something. I guess he there chilling because, or making sure everything is okay with the house, the lawn and stuff like that. They have how many houses? Because she was like, I don't know, I lost count. Well, you just count the places where you had houses, child. But at any rate, Vegas, Orlando, New York, Salt Lake City, and Indiana. So they had 5 houses the grandmom left her. She said the grandmom left her houses, daycares, restaurants. Of course, we know her husband, and money or whatever, in the church as well. So they have these 5 houses that the grandmom had or whatever. So I'm like, dang, was this like a mega church? She was doing big things or whatever. Maybe she had investments too. I don't know, but grandma had it going on, okay? And but the houses, they don't rent them out. So the houses stay empty all year round unless somebody is in there or whatever. And I was like, that's just wasted equity. Like, I would have somebody in there Airbnb, especially in Orlando, child, bye. And I'm guessing them houses paid off, but whatever, they do what they want to do. That's rich people problems, and I ain't look. Anyway, she started talking to her husband about what Whitney told her. Whitney told her about the party that Jen was having. And Whitney told Mary, like, Jen is having this hip hop party, but you're not invited or whatever. And I was like, well, damn, that was kind of cool. Why would she even do that? But whatever. The husband basically like, look, don't worry about that. They just hating and stuff. And she was like, well, I don't understand what I did to her for her to like outcast me like this. Like, they just not including me and stuff or whatever. And Whitney had said the same thing to Jen, where she was like, well, it'll feel like she's being outcasted or something like that. Or left out. That's what she said. She'll feel left out. And so that's what Mary is basically saying to her husband. Her husband's like, don't worry about that. They just jealous, you know, they fake and all this other stuff. And she tries to act like she unbothered, like she really don't care. But then she start crying or whatever because she is bothered. She does care. Like, out of all the cast members and stuff, everybody gonna be there that's on the cast. Everybody, you know, but she can't come because Jen don't see it for her. And I don't blame Jen. Like, if I'm not seeing it for somebody, I'm not fitting to invite you to my party or nothing like that because I don't like you. Like, what I'm inviting you to my party for? For what? Like, you're not friends with my husband, so why am I inviting you? And you're not friends with me, so why am I inviting you to the party? So I don't blame Jen for not inviting her, but I can understand why Whitney would feel like she left out. But she should still understand, like, you and Jen not friends. So, like, what's the problem? But whatever. She get all on her feelings, and her husband is like, again, don't worry about it, yada yada yada. And then she says that she feels like she don't have no support from the women because the women know that Jen is treating her wrong, but they don't back her up because they're afraid of Jen or whatever like that. So then we see Heather, this little scene with Heather. It was weird because first of all, she says the ex-husband, he was not. He wasn't a very attractive man. Like, I'm trying not to be mean, but he was not a very attractive man. So yeah, she married for the money. She married for the money, and because she said he checked all the boxes and stuff. He was rich and tall. I'm glad your girls got your genes, Heather, because that man was not cute at all. How old is he? Because he looked like he about 70. Like, what? Girl, stop. If you don't stop crying over this man and get you... Heather, bye. But anyway, he come over there, and I didn't understand why he came over there, because she called it a Galentine's, like, girl, because she got all girls, it's her, all the girls and stuff. He come over there because it's tradition for him to come over there while they open up presents and stuff on Valentine's Day, but he didn't even have a present. I guess he gave them presents. I don't even know he gave them balloons and flowers and stuff. But why did he need to be there while they was opening up the presents? He couldn't have just gave them the gifts. It was weird. I just ain't understand it. And we hear from the girls got some diamond studs or something like that, and Heather told us again why why she got married. She got married because she wanted to get married and have kids and have that eternal thing. And he was Mormon, he was rich, he was tall. But she said the way their marriage ended, because for her, the marriage would have continued to go on, even though she knew they wasn't compatible. She said he asked her to marry him 3 months into the relationship, and I guess they got married 3 months after. That's so fast. Like, why? You can't know nobody for real in 3 months. Like, But anyway, she said that he took her on a date to see Scream or some movie or whatever, and Scream is... They be having different, like, evil stuff in it. First of all, it's Scream, and you killing people. Like, come on now. Well, whatever. It was in something that was like a wormhole or something like that, and he wanted to leave out the movie theater. She wanted to stay, and he withheld sex from her, saying that she was demented or something. I said, what? So she knew then that they was not compatible and they was not going to mesh well. But yeah, you had 3 children by this man and stayed married to him for like 20... How long? She was married for a long ass time. Like, and she said the only reason why they got divorced is because one of her daughters was getting baptized or whatever, and it was on a specific date. And she didn't want to change the date of the baptismal because for his sister. I guess his sister was having something on that date, and she didn't want to change the date of the baptismal. She said, no, I'm not changing the date. He said, oh, okay, well, you can keep the date, but I'm moving out. And he left. man ain't want to stay. He ain't never want to stay, girl. Like, because that was just too easy for him to go. Like, really? Because she not changing the... And she said all her marriage and stuff, she was the yes, yes, yes woman. And for the first time, she said no. And he dipped out. I said, that's crazy. But anyway, he leave and all that other stuff. Something like he gotta get in his hot tub for an hour, yada, yada, yada. It's just like, whatever. Then we see Mary. Whitney coming over to visit. Mary, of course, talking about shoes is dirty, nasty and stuff. You need to put them booties on them shoes before you walk through. Then she invites Whitney into her closet / bedroom. And Whitney was like, if your clothes is taking over your 20,000 square feet home and your closet is your bedroom. No? Okay. She was saying like, if all your clothes take over your bedroom and your 20,000 square foot home, then perhaps you are a high-end hoarder. I agree, because that just looked at a mess. But Mary getting there, they start talking, and then Mary just cut to the chase and say, what's your opinion of Jen? And she was like, well, she was trying to beat around the bush because she's trying to be neutral because she's friends with both of them. And that's how it should be. You should be neutral. If you're friends with two people and they're not getting along at this particular time or what have you, or they just don't like each other so they won't get along, or they had a tiff or whatever the incident is, and you are friends with both of the parties, you need to stay neutral. You don't need to be inputting your opinion in there. Look, I'm not going to say nothing because that's my friend, but, let the person vent or what have you. Don't say nothing or whatever. Like, be neutral. So, because if you go with this side, then how you going to go to that person? And like, just be neutral. Be in the middle and stuff like that. And child, Whitney was trying her damnedest to just stay neutral because she really wasn't saying nothing. Because then Mary said, well, all of the women agree with me that Jen is a little much, a little aggressive, and they're scared of her. And she was like, oh wow, so all the women said that? What did the other women say? She was like, they all said that they're scared of her. And that's why they won't stand up for me or whatever. And so she was like, oh, wow. So, like, I appreciated Whitney in that scene because she was like, look, I'm not finna say nothing. But she told us that she's feeling guilty because she's not standing up for her friend. And she should stand up for her friend because Jen is, like, outcasting her and stuff like that. So she did say she was going to bring it to Jen's attention and so forth. But she was kind of surprised that Lisa and Meredith was talking about, being afraid of Mary. She didn't say what Heather said, but she did say that Lisa and Meredith both said that, but Mary know that Whitney can talk to Heather, so that's probably why she didn't say, well, Heather had mentioned it as well, because they cousins, they gonna talk. What else, child? Meredith, Seth, and Brooks, they was ordering food. Meredith got the googly eyes, and she all back in love with Seth. Seth all back in love with her. They flirting and all this other stuff. Brooks uncomfortable and basically told them, look, I sleep in a bedroom underneath y'all, so if y'all gonna be screwing, let me know now. So I cannot sleep in that room. He was like, oh, no, we're practicing Mormon laws. We're just dating. He was like, oh, okay. That's pretty much what it was with them. Then we had Whitney's friend's house, Sarah, and they're basically just eating apples and pecans and talking about relationships and stuff. She's known, Sarah, since high school, and Sarah's working on her third marriage, and Whitney is working on her second marriage, and they're talking about that. And then they get into the whole Jen and Mary situation. And Whitney was saying, like, she feels bad, that she can't really stand up for Mary. And then she was saying how Jen is a different person when she's around her husband. And Sarah was like, oh, I really like Jen. But yeah, she can be a bit much. But if she's calm around her husband, I suggest that's when you talk to her. I was like, no. Abort mission. Don't even start. Don't even go in there to like that, because the girl already done told you that she planning this party so she can get her marriage back on track. So anything that go wrong, you gonna be in the doghouse. So I suggest you don't do that. I suggest you don't do that, Whitney. I like you. You're cute and everything. You're cute and bubbly and stuff, but girl, no, don't do it. But she ain't listen to me. She ain't listen to me because then we're going to find out what happened later on. So then we see Lisa and her family. They're at their aquarium and stuff. They playing with the penguins, looking at the fish and stuff like that. And the boys came up with like a grooming thing, like a shampoo, conditioner type thing for men. It's going to be called Fresh Wolf. And it's going to be a men's grooming line. And of course, Lisa excited about that. And then she says she's going to spend more time with the family. But of course, we already know it's going to be more business than fun. But whatever. And Lisa mine, she excited. So I thought that was really nice that it was going to be a line that the kids came up with so they can start building their own money and stuff like that as young kids, and they don't always depend on their mom and dad and stuff like that. So I thought that was really cool. But I don't know how it's going to go as far as family time versus, because her and her husband already work together and they ain't even getting quality time and stuff because it's always business. So then you include the kids, it's going to be business versus we having fun times with the kids. So I don't know how that's going to go, but whatever. We see what's the child name? Jen. She on the phone with Seth because it's gonna be a surprise party and stuff like that. We see everybody getting ready. Brooks is dressing Meredith in Fendi jacket, Fendi shirt, drawers, headband, earrings, shoes, pants, glasses, eyelashes, contacts. She Fendi down. Okay, I'm like. And even she was like, that's a lot of monogram. He was like, well, it's really hip hop. It's really hip. I was like, oh my God. And then we see Sharif, he in his tracksuit and stuff. Of course, Jen is glammed up. She got on her like little it looked like Janet Jackson to me, like in her control thing, the jacket did at any rate. But the bottom was like the cutout thing that Beyonce had on. She said it was a Super Bowl. I don't remember what she had on. I think she did had that on at the Super Bowl. I'm going to say she did because that's what she referenced it as. But that when she was with Bruno Mars, I can't remember what she had on. But I'm gonna say that's what she had on at the Super Bowl. But whatever. She said it's going to be 150 of his closest friends. I said, they ain't that damn close to 150. But whatever. He was excited. He thought he was going to go to Popeye's, child. He was like, oh, yes, I can give me a shrimp po' boy. Yes, it's the best date ever. I like that. Like, you like some cheap food, child. Look. He was excited because he was excited about that. You could tell he already had it in his mouth. He was excited. But he was like, why would we go this way for Popeyes? Honey, like, what's going on? So she surprised him. It was at like Top Golf and it was like a hip hop party and stuff. He was really surprised. He came around the corner, saw everybody there and stuff, and he hugging everybody. Heather is like, this party is way better than the last party she threw, and I probably stayed to the end on this one. They had like a little dance battle. They had a good time. Whitney up there doing Whitney was getting it, child. I love Whitney. She has a good ass time. She like, look, I am not Mormon. I am not held to those rules and regulations. Like, I am about to be out here wilding out. Okay, she doing handstands. She pussy popping on them. She doing everything. She what did she do, like a break dance? Child, she was doing it. Okay. At one point she fell. Here go Lisa, our old hating ass. Whitney just needs attention all the time. Like, just go sit down and stop twerking. Bitch, it's a party. Shut up. Oh, she gets on my nerves. I do not like her high acidity ass. Jen, she taught my son she the best dancer out the group. So she started doing the worm. And she did it. She did the damn thing with the worm. And then she showed how flexible she was, child. And then she ended up wanting to like the little ribbon and stuff like that. So it was like a good time. It was fun. Whitney was toe up from the flow up drunk, but because she was so nervous because she wanted to have a conversation with Jen. So she was just drinking. She was double fisting it at one time, child. She said, I'm sweating. I'm so nervous. I don't know what to do. I'm like, girl, don't do it. Don't say nothing, especially that you're drunk. Like, girl, no. But she ain't listen. She was like, I'm going to tell her I'm big brave. I got this liquid courage in me. She go grab Heather because, of course, she told Heather what went down a day before. So Heather go over there there. Heather drunk. They go over there together. Whitney, she's stumbling over her words. She keep repeating the same stuff. Jen getting like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? She was like, well, I told you I was a straight shooter from the get-go, and it became a surprise when Lisa and Meredith's name got pulled up, and then she started repeating herself again, and so Heather helped her out and was like, look, they told Mary that they scared of you. She was like, girl, I was going to get there. No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't, Whitney. No, you wasn't. So Jen going, ham, what? Scared of me? Scared of me? I said, girl, right now, I'm scared of you. What's going on? She going all So Lisa and Meredith, they see what's going on. So like, oh, she's yelling? Let's go over there. No, you don't go over there when she yelling. You stay over here. Don't engage. But they go over there engage. She going, hey, Mary's always, she cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She always telling them stuff. She said y'all was scared. Lisa, I'm not scared. Oh no. Who said I was scared? Bitch, you scared. You was scared. You just don't want to say you scared because the girl is quirking out right now. So you know you scared. Meredith, you know you scared. But again, you don't want to say that because she quirking out right now. So of course you're going to say you're not scared. Lisa like, well, I don't understand why Whitney's saying that. She could just ask me because obviously I'm not scared. Okay. So Jen going off again. What else, child? Lisa, she getting irritated with Whitney. Meredith saying that she never had a conversation with Mary. So somebody lying. And so then Lisa was like, this is just ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. I never spoke to Mary. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know. And so Jen goes off or whatever. I think Lisa and Meredith, no. Lisa went somewhere. I don't know if she went to calm Jen down, but she went somewhere. And then Whitney tells Meredith, like, okay, well, I just wanted to kind of calm everything down, and I am a good friend and stuff, and since we're just letting the cat out the bag, I'm just going to tell you what Jen said, okay? Because Jen is insinuating there is more to your separation with Seth than you're letting us know, okay? So I was like, Whitney, no. What are you doing? So Meredith was like, what? Why would she even insinuate that? Like, why would she even say something like that or whatever? And then I'm going to pause right there because at one point in the confessional, Jen was being shady because she was like, if this party don't win, get my marriage back on track or something like that, I'm just going to have to find somebody else who will be able to satisfy me or something like that. And so the producers was like, was that a dig at Meredith and Seth? And she was like, I'm not saying or whatever. I was like, girl. So fast forward, Meredith is like, look, I don't know what she's talking about. I'm not engaging in that. And people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. And I was like, girl, you better tell her. And she was like, because she need to work on her own marriage. I don't understand why she worried about my marriage or whatever. And then she also brought up a good point. Like, is she screwing me herself? Like, if she not screwing us or in our bedroom or nothing like that, then why is she so concerned? Like, mind your business or whatever. So, of course, Meredith, she not engaging. And when she don't engage, child, she dips the hell out, okay? So she was like, because Jen came back in, she was calm. And so Whitney was like, well, okay, I'm going to pull you to the side, Jen. Maybe we can have a conversation. And then when we're done with the conversation, then you and Meredith can have a conversation because I just told her something, okay? So Jen like, what? So Jen going crazy again. And so Whitney tells her what she said about her insinuating about her marriage. So, of course, Jen going ham again, child. She is like going off. Lisa don't know what the hell is going on, child. Freaking Jen coochie lip looked like it was about to fall out her goddamn outfit. Meredith like, I'm out of here. Heather then dipped out because she said, look, I had Whitney's back. I said, Heather ain't no goddamn friend. She was like, I had her back, but things are getting a little hot, so I'm going to go. She left. I was like, oh God. Again, Lisa don't know what the hell going on. She still think it's about Mary. So Lisa like, I didn't say that. I never said that, what she say? I never said I was scared of her or whatever. Like, so I don't know what you're talking about. This is crazy. This is crazy. Lisa going ham. Jen going ham. She like, fuck Mary. F Mary. I don't give a good about Mary. Mind you, they still all at this party when all of this was going on. Everybody looking like the is going on around here. Jen throws the glass down, the glass go busting out all over the place. She calling Whitney a goddamn asshole. She goes to grab Sharif. Let's go, cause this bitch ass like she going ham. Sharif like, what the hell is going on? So I guess he walked her outside. The younger son, he outside in the car with Jen trying to calm her down. He like, Mom, just breathe. God dang, like breathe. Or whatever. The car shared. They take her off to the house. Sharif go back in there. And he like, it's some, what happened? He asking the older son. The older son like, some foolishness, the same old crap that happened all the time or whatever. And then Sharif like, and she out there drinking and shit. So he's mad at Jen. Like, child, it was a hot mess. Whitney crying. She go over there to Justin is like, I was just trying to be a good friend. Whitney, boo, I love you and everything, or not love you, I like you and everything, but no, boo, this was not the time nor the place. And that's how I pretty much ended, y'all. Let me know what y'all felt about this episode down there in them comments. Next week episode look like it's gonna be Jen screaming at Whitney's ass again. And Sharif, and it looked like she finally gonna tell Sharif why the hell she be acting ham all the damn time, which is good, cause like finally, but like I said, y'all let me know what y'all felt about this review, recap, the episode, all of that good stuff down there in them comments. If you like this review recap, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. All right, y'all. Until next time, peace.